Hello and good evening, lovely people on the internet. This your boy Von B, my man Ricky, and the noob adventure Elton. How y'all doing? If you can't give yourself applause, I don't know who can, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, this week is a little bit different from last week because of the extra days off, I guess. I was a little rested coming into this. Today I'm a little tired. But yeah, it's being a little tired is better than the week some folks had with a lot of people pass this week. Like Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Chuck Magnola. Say his name, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody compared to Hulk Hogan, man.
Yeah, and the great Hulk Hogan. So we're gonna give a little bit of a discussion with Hulk Hogan. Can't show highlights because I think the WWE is very litigious when it comes to that kind of thing. But we can talk about it. There's an article or two. All right. So on that Park Place, it is Hulk Hogan dead at 71. Legendary wrestler's death devastates fan base that spans generations. Real name Terry Jean Bolia, better known as Hulk Hogan. He died the 24th. He was 71 years old. I think he had a heart attack. So it just goes into his little bit of his history. He was always bald, man, even in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
He always had that iconic look, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know what sucks is this is one of those things where you got to learn how to, separate the person from the fame kind of thing. He said some unfortunate stuff over the years, and I guess just like every other when you get into show business, it's a cutthroat thing, and you don't make a lot of friends.
Yeah, it was messed up when it came on Netflix. Everybody was booing them. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, but it's one of these.
He's iconic, dude. It's like he's almost like a Michael Jackson. Everywhere he went, everybody knew who he was.
Yeah, I was telling Elton that like before him, like wrestling, like regional. Yeah, you know who your folks were regionally, but in terms of nationally, that was not a thing before him. And then you get like it just blows up, and he's basically the Michael Jordan or Larry and Magic of his sport. And you don't have what you have right now if it wasn't for this guy. It was this. I don't know if it was just the 80s things because you had Schwarzenegger and and Stallone and all that stuff in the 80s. And then this guy comes up. He's just like a huge dude. And I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to see him in a negative light because of this. When I was a kid, it was just like a big thing. See him wrestling.
Yeah, I still see him as that was one of my idols. So even though whatever he said, but I just look at him as a Hulk Hogan. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Then like TV show, like cartoons, it was like, dude.
And then the phrases he always used to say, right? I have a 32-inch 32-inch neck, 64-inch chest, and 24 python.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, hey, brother. And what the guy, Mean Gene? He always goes, listen to me, Mean Gene. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah. Hey, look here, brother.
Eat your vitamins and do your prayers.
Yeah. Then you got him, Macho Man.
Yeah.
Ooh yeah. Ooh, with the Macho Man. Ooh yeah. Ooh, Gene
I think he
Simmons.
died of a heart attack too, right? Macho Man?
I don't know. I know he was a disgrace because he tried to do something with Vince McMahon's daughter when she was underage. Yeah.
I mean, I still remember
Just
when he
throw that
lost
in there.
Oh,
when he lost to
ooh.
in WrestleMania, and we were crying and shit. And then when one of my uncles said that shit's fake, and we didn't believe him at that time.
Yeah.
When the Ultimate Warrior picked them up and slammed them, and they counted 1, 2, 3. That was the first time we ever seen them lose.
Yeah. I think it's kind of hard to describe. Like when you talk about this to younger folks, it's kind of hard to describe just the impact of this stuff because they're so used to having a lot of different forms of entertainment or whatever, and everything is constantly on, like always. So there's no, just like I had kung fu, like on Saturdays it was kung fu theater. You had Monster Hunter, not Monster Hunter, but you had like monster movies, Godzilla and all that stuff, and Elvira. So you show off the monsters. So it's like you had stuff that only came on like once a week. So you got to like look forward to it. And especially as a kid, I'm older than both of you. So I remember having 3 channels plus like PBS and all that stuff. Dude, it was CBS, NBC, and ABC. I remember when Fox was new and like the
Wow.
CW and all these things. TV used to go off. Like the Star Spangled Banner would come on, and that would be it for television for the day. Say see you tomorrow, and then tomorrow you wake up, probably around 6, 7, and it would start up again.
Wouldn't you say that WrestleMania would not be without Hulk Hogan? He built WrestleMania up.
All this stuff, dude. None of this stuff would be where it is right now without him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he was very impactful.
Especially his theme song.
I'm trying to remember.
They literally like past a certain time cut TV.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, TV cut off at midnight.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the end of the broadcast day. Yeah, they play the Star Spangled Banner.
Bunch of stuff they're trying to sell in it.
No television, nothing.
Wow.
Well, I remember around midnight, it's like just commercials, not commercial, but people trying to sell you stuff.
Right, that was later.
Oh yeah,
but
I remember that.
Right,
Girls Gone Wild.
Right, so basically, what would happen was he would like the news. You have the Late Show and like whatever, and then like the I'm seriously, the Star Spangled Banner would play, and they would say this is the end of the what they're showing tonight, and midnight cut off, no television. So we had to like you probably in the bed at that point because it's like
right. Anyway, yeah, that's interesting.
Well, I mean, like it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to describe just to people who aren't old enough to really understand that. It's like my godson will not, and I'm probably maybe my nephew because he's a little older, but like my niece, yeah, they're not gonna really get the nostalgia thing because they can look at everything that they've ever looked at their entire life, probably pretty much whenever they want.
Again. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you remember VH1?
The channel.
And they would do remember the 70s, remember the 80s, remember the 90s, and they would actually show television shows and clips and commercials from that time period. And you sit back like, wow, I haven't seen this particular commercial or whatever in 30 years, 40 years or whatever. It's like, and then it will bring you back to like that age when you saw this. When they used to have dangerous toys for kids.
No, that's true. Like it's different that you have the like accessibility anytime. Like yeah, It gets rid of the, I don't know what the word is.
No nostalgia. There's no nostalgia because
I guess it's nostalgia, yeah.
yeah,
Because it's like you only build nostalgia by, by not having it before, right?
yeah.
Or by having it before and then not having it. I guess.
Oh, dude. Because you forget about you forget about the stuff. It's like whenever you talk to anybody when it comes to like music, and depending on like the older you get, the better the music from whatever you was in your 20s is.
Yeah.
Because you completely forget about all the dog crap that came out
That
when you was in
during
your
that
20s.
time. Yeah.
Right. So everything you list, like you remember, is all the hits. So it's hit after hit after hit. I'm like, dude, they
Yeah.
had just as much crappy music when you was 20 years old as they
Like
do
the
now.
80s and 90s.
Right. Just as many bad hair bands and bad rap groups and bad R&B groups and like whatever. You just don't remember them.
That's
'Cause-
true, huh? The science of nostalgia, it's interesting, and psychology behind it.
Yeah, is you tend to remember pleasant things or traumatic things. It's like the middle of the road stuff you don't remember. It's like you don't remember the guy who just opened up the door for you when someone held the door for you. You don't remember that because if it happens to you enough, it just becomes part of your kind of existence where you just around people who are pleasant enough and considerate enough to open up the door for you. And if you're around enough of those people, you don't really remember everyone who does that. But if you had a bad day and then somebody goes out of the way to do something for you, you remember that. This just kind of sticks.
True. Yeah, you remember the good memories.
Good and the bad too.
And the bad.
Bad sticks with you, yeah.
You have to remember too, he was the one that from becoming a wrestler did acting too.
Yeah. A little bit ahead of his time, because those movies were
When he
bad.
came out in Rocky.
Dude.
Was he like one of like the people that turned wrestling into more of like a entertainment kind of thing, or?
Yeah,
Well,
he was an entertainer.
It was always that.
Oh,
But I think it's a combination of Vince McMahon figuring out how to, because it used to, like when I say regional, it used to be really, really regional. So a lot of these dudes who came up in the WWE a little bit later, they were big stars in certain parts of the country.
oh, okay.
Right. So this is kind of hard to explain. This again is like the difference between how things used to be and how things are now. Is we had different dialects throughout the country. There was no way to share slang unless it was something that was in a movie or TV show or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know how they share slang now? Everybody says the same thing
Right.
because of social media. No, there was none of that because used to go to the swap meet and you would pick up like a mixtape that somebody would make from New York, and then they will be selling it in the swap meet in LA. All right. So you will hear new music from New York only because of somebody did that. Somebody recorded something someplace in New York and started selling the tapes in swap meets, downtown Los Angeles. You go to the garment district and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like things, pretty much everything was kind of an organic type of thing. Like Swatch watches were huge. Swatch watches, starter jackets, things like that. It's amazing how big some of this stuff was, given the lack of a means of having a national community kind of thing, like there is now. So everybody wears the same thing because everybody wears the same thing on Twitter or Instagram or something like that. There is none of that. So it's like trying to compare stuff now to back then. Michael Jordan becoming a huge thing that plays differently than like Brown or whatever, because it's just the means of communication was so limited. So to turn something, because like Vince McMahon started buying up all the little regional things, and he combined it into the WWF. So you got that. then you get TV deal, and then you have the right person at the right time. So, like if you don't have somebody who can carry all of that, it just doesn't work. And he was that guy, big, larger than life dude. And I think most of them were to a degree, but not all of them could work the mic like him. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But you probably could say the same thing about like Ozzy Osbourne and that kind of thing.
True.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, do you think we should like judge people too based off like the comments that they said when they had, even if they passed? Because apparently he said some like really rotten things before.
well, I don't know. It's one of these things where
Or like it doesn't take away his impact and influence in that particular industry, kind of thing.
no,
Yeah.
because it also helps that we didn't know much about none of these people. So I know what he said was like later when his daughter was trying to date some black dude and
Yeah,
saying what
that's
he
what I was.
said.
That's what I was
But
talking.
I don't see that kind of stuff doesn't like necessarily bother me because it doesn't really affect me. Him saying that about a situation that I'm not a part of. I'm not trying to date his daughter. I'm not trying to go nowhere like near this situation, and he actually was baptized not that long ago.
Oh,
Yeah, so he became a Christian later in life. And one of the things that I was taught as I was growing up is, the whole thing about forgiveness or whatever. Like, it's not really anything to forgive because it didn't really affect me.
oh, okay.
Yeah, people let like stuff like this bother them to the point where it just drives me crazy. I'm like, why? It doesn't really affect you. If it did, then yeah, you can say something about it. How, now that guy who was dating his daughter, he probably felt a way about that
Yeah.
because it affected him. It didn't affect me. So I don't care that much because I don't put that much power in the hands of celebrities. So, but it's like I remember I was playing like an R. Kelly song and somebody at work was like, "Ooh, turn it off." I'm like, bro, if you actually knew anything about any of the people that you hold in high regard, then you probably can't really listen to anything. Because if the Epstein stuff or the Diddy stuff tells you anything, these people get their freak on. You just don't know. All right. So, there's going to be a lot of these folks who were trendsetters in their time who are going to be moving on. And it's just kind of how everything works, Uh, the craziest thing about, and my mother reminded me of this. I like when I was probably like 14, 13 or 14, I went to it was a summer school thing for liberal arts, like actors and dancers and all that kind of stuff. So the place that I went to, Michael Jamal Warner went there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and like he was he was like a big thing then. I don't know, it was like a child actor or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, because the connections of the school, I actually tried out for the Huxtables, which I do not remember doing.
Oh my gosh. That's a fun story.
Yeah, it's like my mother reminded me of that the other day. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, you was so excited. You thought you got the part, spending all my money. I'm like, yeah.
I have a family friend
Mm-hmm,
that was in one of the old Power Rangers movies.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you could actually like see her in that scene and everything, and she's credited too.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's an arduous process. Like it's she was in the movie for like 2 minutes, but she had to go to like so many auditions and tapings and go here and go there and sign this and sign that, or with her parents, you know.
Crazy. And given what I know now about a lot of those childhood stars, thank God I didn't get that part because it didn't end well for a lot of them.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. All right. So, you have anything else to add to that, Ricky?
I mean, anywhere he would have walked in the United States, everybody would have recognized him.
Yeah. Okay.
He was so popular.
Yeah. He was a man, dude. And
even not just here, even in Mexico, because wrestling is big in Mexico.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, I got something to show you. I don't know how you're going to feel about this, Ricky. All right. All right. Batman Azteca.
The hell?
That's exactly the reaction I was hoping for.
A new trailer and poster for Batman Azteca. Okay. Choque de Imperios. Clash of Empires has dropped just days ahead of San Diego Comic-Con, where Warner Brothers Animation is set to spotlight the upcoming DC animated feature. Watch the trailer below, and which is said to be playing in front of Superman in certain theaters. Like, all right, so
basically fighting the Aztecs fighting the Spanish.
I guess. Well, we can watch the trailer. The film reimagines Batman through the lens of Mesoamerican.
Los Imperios. That means colonizers.
Okay. All right. So here's the poster. Batman in his glory. All right. Story and cast and details set during the Aztec Empire. The film follows Yohali Quotel.
Should just let Ricky take over.
How do you pronounce that, man?
What?
This. Yeah. Can you read?
Where?
Yeah.
Yohali Quote.
Oh, okay. The young boy who becomes Batman-like warrior after Spanish conquistadors murdered his father. Damn it.
Phonics.
Told
Phonics
the cats in. Yeah, told the cats in, the village leader fleeing. All right, fleeing to Tenoch. I can't even pronounce none of this shit though.
Tenochtitlan.
Yeah, Tenoch. Yeah, okay. Yohali warns King Montezuma of the invaders, trains the temple of the bad god Zinakan, and sets out to defend the empire and avenge his family. So this is directed by Juan Mezalion, Jose de Garcia de Letona, Aaron De Berger, Karina Schultz, Fernando de Fuentes, producing. Yeah, okay. So let's watch the trailer if they actually let me go. So let me go look it up over here. Batman. There we go. All right. All right. So share this tab instead. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
A wise man told me once, fear can kill you or inspire you to action.
All right. Is it me or does he sound like Christian Bale?
He sounds like Christian Bale.
My son, when you take my place, it'll be your duty to always be ready for battle.
What are those? My hands control the power of destiny. What I want is gold.
Impossible. We have strict rules in place that forbid this.
Rules are rules.
Slaughter them all!
Are you all right? Where's your father? I'm going to stop Cortez.
I want you to train me to become the greatest warrior that the world has ever known.
What else do you require, my lords?
Fear.
Even with all of your training, I still can't defeat them.
If only there was somebody who was stealthy. Find that bat and that cat.
Put your trust in me. Cortez
Okay.
must stand and face my vengeance.
Not vengeance, but through sacrifice.
You've been given a sacred mission. Whether you accept it or not, it's the truth.
Tell us, war leader, what are your orders?
Attack!
Okay.
Wow,
Words.
interesting. I would never put those two, things together.
Yeah. Okay. Ricky. He's stunned to silence.
He's literally left speechless.
Or maybe he fell asleep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about it because it's the bat.
Yeah.
Most of the Aztec of this underworld was this underworld of the dark. It's a bat.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. So what do you think of the actual trailer?
Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, it just seems every know the story, so
Okay. I don't know, for some reason I was getting like Zorro vibes too, kind of thing. Like the because Batman has trainers, but it's not like one person. So just like as far as Zorro goes, I think he did have one person. So that's why I was getting that kind of vibe a little bit. It's like, and they just went out, they incorporated. It's interesting how they incorporated all of his like his major rogues gallery into it. So I'm probably gonna check it out just to see how this like works. It's like how they did all of that in terms of how they incorporate all the, because I mean Two-Face, Joker, like Poison Ivy, Catwoman.
what is it gonna come out on HBO?
Yeah. It's digital. Let's see. Oh, it actually may like they may actually like it says it's out on digital, so I don't know if it's okay. What the hell? All right, so it's gonna come out on digital. So I don't know if they're gonna sell it first, and then maybe it'll be on Max.
I would never think a movie concept like this would exist.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
yeah, this is true.
Don't worry, they'll make a black Superman too. So
Dude, I don't know. They can't, and thank God they canceled that nonsense.
they cancel for now.
Dude, ain't nobody gonna want to see that, man. How you gonna have a straight up racist dude write Superman, like a black version of Superman, then base it into, from what the rumors are, it's like based in, again, like everything else in the 40s, where he fights Klansmen and all that kind of stuff. Like Superman is gonna be fighting Klansmen. It's like it's not even a fair fight. Kill all of them, and then what? It's like one of them is gonna be like 1940s Lex Luthor or something, and walk around in be like that Wild Wild West movie with Will Smith. And like giant spiders and all that kind of stuff. So maybe that'll be like that. Dude. Oh, do you remember that movie War of the Worlds? Like it came out in like in the in the 40s or whatever, and it was like a teleplay, and people thought that because of the person doing the voice, they thought that they were actually being invaded by aliens.
Oh, I think I remember hearing like a story like that.
Yeah. All right, so they're doing a reboot with Ice Cube.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
that's interesting.
Yeah. So shot in 2020. So who knows what this is like? It's dumped on streaming. So
That's a nice headline. Gets dumped on streaming.
Dude, after 5 years, and they put like, so now I'm really curious as like it's going on Prime. All right, okay. Did it switch over to okay? All right. I don't hear any sound, so what's going on with that? All right, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, it's muted. All right, y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
Hey. See, you took the Sunday graveyard shift again. Dad, when's the last time you left the office?
That's classified. The surveillance industrial complex is collecting massive amounts of data with the Goliath program. Our
Not what I was
most precious
thinking.
resource on Earth is data. And data is food for the superior intelligence.
Dad, have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Can you tell yet what they're comprised of?
No, sir. I've never seen anything like this.
Eyewitness video is coming in from all over the world. Terrifying machines rising out of these meteors.
Dad.
Get away from that! Get out of there!
Dad!
I'm coming for you now!
Okay.
Shot in 2020, huh?
Yeah. I guess the budget was
it's giving like Black Mirror vibes. Data is their food.
What was the budget like? $5?
This a movie or what?
I like the first War of the Worlds movie. I always remember it because it's on the Universal studio tour.
The one with Tom Cruise?
Yeah. It's on the studio tour bus thing.
Dude, at least that had a budget, man. Like, what the hell? Like, they just shot Ice Cube sitting in an office someplace for a couple of days. Okay. It's gonna be on Prime. So it's a movie. Shot 5 years ago. Do they even say when it's supposed to come out?
Why was it delayed so long?
Dude, we just watched the trailer. Why do you think it was delayed so long?
Yeah, good point.
Maybe Amazon the one that bought it, right?
No, well, I don't know. It's Prime Video. It's on the 30th.
I think it's developed by Universal still, but it's distributed by Amazon.
Bro, that that was terrible.
Well, didn't look good.
It reminds me of, all right, so Ice Cube made this movie called The Ghosts of Mars, right? And like, you know how, all right, so the way movies seem to work is like you do your part, you have no idea what the movie's going to actually look like because you're not there, unless you're a producer or whatever, you're not there for the editing and all that kind of stuff. He said, like, when they went to go to the premiere, he said he looked up when at the movie was over with. He's like, what the fuck was like? What the fuck was that? That movie made what Anaconda look like Gone with the Wind. Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, no, that was. I don't know what I watched either.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, yeah. I guess they couldn't figure out the way to make a tax write-off from it, so
they just decided to release it. Yikes.
Dude, all right, so we need something to get the taste out. All right, okay. South Park. All right, we talk about South Park. South Park has had a interesting week. Ricky has been sharing me numerous clips from the episode where they talked crap about Trump, and it was like upset that with the Skydance Paramount merger, it looks like they got $1.5 billion to bring the show to Paramount. So, Trey and Matt Stone, creators of the Comedy Central South Park, have inked a landmark 5-year deal with Paramount worth $1.5 billion. 5 years. Wow. Securing global streaming rights for their iconic satirical series. The pact marks a major win for Paramount Plus, which will host regular episodes of South Park in the U.S. for the first time. Why it matters. South Park has long been one of the most lucrative franchises on television, a real marketing mammoth. The deal valued at $300 million per year underlines the show's enduring value in the streaming war that helps position Paramount more competitively against Netflix, Disney Plus, and Max. The deal comes after months of fraught negotiations, with sources citing interference from incoming Paramount president Jeff Shell and resistance from Skydance Media, which is acquiring Paramount. Parker and Stone accused Skydance of derailing earlier talks for a $3 billion decade-long deal. That's a lot of money for South Park, dude. It's like, man. I haven't watched a whole episode in at least a decade, but that's a lot. Behind the scenes, Paramount auditioned a co-license series with Warner Brothers Discovery, but negotiations collapsed under the weekend, prompting Paramount to secure exclusive streaming rights. Okay. Parks County's Parker and Stone's production company will produce 10 episodes annually as part of the agreement. So for $300 million, you're gonna get 10 new episodes.
Good business,
dude.
Dang.
South Park always been the best, man.
$30 million an episode.
Don't worry, you're not paying for it. You make it sound like you're the one paying for it.
That's crazy. And the episodes are like less than 30 minutes.
Right. Dude, dude.
I just love it. They talk so much shit of whatever's going on in the world. They start talking shit. Religion, politics, everything's fucking funny.
Yeah. Like what they did to Isaac Hayes was hilarious.
Oh, poor chef.
No, bro, like he was perfectly fine with them talking crap on every other religion on face of this earth.
And then when it came to
the moment they talked about Scientology, oh my god!
Scientology was fucking funny too.
Right, but he flipped out when they did that. So they was like, bro, like you know where you work at, right? So it's like, how many times did they kill Chef in that episode? Like a lot. It's like we're kicking you off the show and we killing your character as many ways as we possibly can think of.
Yeah, that's how I like South Park. They're not scared. They're just gonna bring it. That's it.
Okay.
But he's already having a meltdown about the new episode.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm gonna sue you in a lawsuit. Sound like a little crybaby, dude. You talk so much shit and make fun of people, but when they make fun of you, all sensitive.
Dude, that's how so many.
It's part of the game. You talk shit, you gotta make fun of you. Don't get mad about it.
All right. So what's next? Paramount Plus will begin streaming South Park episodes along the launch of season 27 on July 23rd, which was a few days ago. And a separate renegotiation is underway to extend Parker and Stone's broader content deal with Paramount. Last value at $900 million and running through 2027. Bro,
have you watched Elton?
Latest South Park?
Yeah.
I haven't. Maybe the
Well,
last
you're
time
gonna laugh your ass off at the end.
I like South Park. Like I still watch the reruns. Probably like the
Yeah.
latest new episode was before
Just
the
watch
whole
the
merger
end.
with Paramount.
The end is fucking funny.
Yeah. When they were
That's
still
why all these people are having a meltdown.
when they were still showing it on Comedy Central, that was like the last time I watched the new episode.
Well, I got Paramount Plus, so I watched the new series.
Yeah, I haven't watched.
But it's fucking,
I've only watched like one of them, I think.
yeah, it's fucking funny as hell, man.
all right. All right. Do you remember I was telling you guys a while back about the like Picard season 3, right? And how the way that the guy wrote the episode, the way he ended it, it set up an entirely new Star Trek television show, right? With a new Enterprise, Picard's son, 7 of 9, this whole thing. And this guy managed to fix all the issues from Picard and he picked one of the characters from the previous series, seasons, and rehabilitated her character where people actually liked her again. Right? The fan base was stoked, was like they was ready to watch this show. They was like hoping, like, you get the fan cast stuff and then storylines and what they could touch on, and just looking forward to that, right? So given all this buzz and a time period where Star Trek is basically dead, so what do you think Alex Kurtzman decided to do? The guy in charge of Star Trek for Paramount. So what do you think he decided to do?
Try it again.
No, this is what he did. See this? Starfleet Academy.
No.
Yes. So I guess this takes place in the future or whatever. So Holly Hunter or whatever will be set in the 32nd century after the halcyon days of the Federation. The Federation is slowly rebuilding. Starfleet Academy is reopening to train new generation of cadets. The upcoming series will revolve around the first class of Starfleet cadets at the Academy after 120 years. Part of the reason is Starfleet Academy is set in the golden era of the Federation to better reflect the current state of the real world. If you're going to do a show about the young generation facing the future, you want it, as the Star Trek does, to be a mirror that holds itself up to the world as it is now. To situate the show in the halcyon days before, the Federation would, in some ways, be dishonest. Our children are facing a lot of challenges right now, and they're our hope for the future. Alex Kurtzman, whoever said this, does not understand what Star Trek actually means. There's a reason why the first 3 seasons, you can still watch them. Because yes, it was the 60s, but it was supposed to be a hopeful future. So you can still look at it, even though it's very dated, and the special effects are 1960s special effects. But no, you got to have your diverse cast and your weird Klingon dude, and I don't know who this guy is, and a lot of drama, people with weird faces. guy, girl, I don't know, and somehow the guy from Voyager is in it, playing his character from Voyager. How that works, don't know. It's like I don't get these people. This dude put a way to re-energize the fan base in your lap, and you just I got to do my own crap. So they decided to do was it Section 31, which is the Starfleet's version of the CIA, I guess. Right? But in the lore of that, nobody knows about Section 31 except for a handful of people because they're undercover, they're spies. Alex Kurtzman decided to make them a thing that everybody knows about. They have their own ships, they have their own badges, everything. So completely ignored the lore that existed prior to him.
Because of course.
Ricky, I know how much of a Star Trek fan you are. So you got any comments?
No, I never watched Star Trek. I just watched it a little bit and I really paid attention to it.
Okay. Yeah, it's this is like there's another story about they're doing a another Avatar. Is like the Last Airbender. You know, they made a movie and then they made a TV show and then like none of them got the essence of the show correct. Right. Even the second season from the show, they couldn't get it right. It was one of those shows where it came out. It was basically an American anime. So it actually understood how anime works and structured the show around that, where like there's no girl boss stuff. There's drama and like everything is like well written, and they just couldn't. It's like was it the Ghostbusters 2, where it's like, yeah, it's nice, but it's not as good as Ghostbusters 1 kind of thing. So there's like another one coming out, and it's twins. There's another girl. She's handicapped, and somehow she's a person of color, and though her twin is not a person of color. So like they're hitting all the points of a few years ago. So I bring it up because I know this stuff is ending. And I know that we got to go through all the stuff that was greenlit 4 or 5 years ago, like the world, like Ice Cube in the world of War of Worlds and all that stuff. Are you looking forward to anything that has been announced from anybody in the last like this year for next year? Is there anything that stands out to you?
Right.
Ricky, you got nothing?
Maybe Game of Thrones.
I mean the swordsman, the one with the one the one that they delayed, that one.
Oh, the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it, but
well, I think that Alien show is
on August, I believe.
Coming out soon or out?
Yeah, and Pacemaker will coming out November or October.
Yeah, there's a trailer for it.
That's just comedy.
Toy Story 5. It had to be said.
The Revenge of the Girl Boss. It's like Bo Peep and
Mrs. Potato Head.
No, dude. I think this one focuses on Jessie from like the girl cowgirl.
Oh yeah, I think that's what I heard too. Right?
Yeah, it's like really you wanna? I don't know, but you never know what you're gonna get. Just like with the Fantastic Four, I'm probably not gonna be able to see it for at least another week. I'm trying to avoid as many spoilers as possible, but I've heard people give it talk about it in general, and for whatever reason, a lot of the stuff that the stars was acting like the movie was going to be about, that was not true.
Yeah, even Critical Drinkers said it was pretty good.
Yeah, so it's like, all right. I'm probably gonna watch Avatar, and just like the last one, I won't remember anything about it 2 weeks later.
Yeah, for real.
I'll be very impressed by the state of the art stuff that's in it. The story is.
I have no idea what happened in the movie.
Hey, dude.
Ooh,
colors. I could watch it anytime I want. I have no desire. After it's like it's the first one too. I think I watched the first one a couple of times. It was because it was 3D and one of my roommates had a 3D television. I think that's why I watched it again to see what it looked like. But these movies make a ton of money, and it's like, you want to see? Nah, I'm good. I don't need to see. How do these movies make so much money? Like, seriously, it's like Jurassic Park. That movie was so. It was full of. It was this Jurassic Park stupid. That's basically what they should call this. From the kaiju getting out because dude was eating a Snickers at the beginning, and it somehow destroyed their $1 billion security operation. A Snickers wrapper just floated down, went into the door. Why there's not a screen on the door to keep anything from flowing into it? Don't know. Why they decided to make a kaiju? Like, I have no idea.
Just because.
Just cause. It's like all these movies you get like, what is like, why are they doing this? I don't know. It's like, well, you probably should let people know why you're doing something that would help with the story. Yeah. It made money. I think it crossed $700 million. And it made Scarlett Johansson the most successful actor, like in terms of making money, actor or whatever. Probably right around until Doomsday comes out, and however money that makes, it'll probably bunch RDJ up higher on that list. So it's not. I guess we can look forward to Ahsoka.
That's gonna be terrible.
Come on, you know you can't wait for that, bro. And I know another thing you can't wait for either is this. Another Star Wars cartoon.
Oh, about Darth Maul.
Oh yeah. So, all right. Now rocking a pair of badass cybernetic legs, his story continued there before the villain eventually returned to Star Wars and Star Wars Rebels, which is where his tale also concluded after one final clash with Obi-Wan on Tatooine. So, are you looking forward to that, there, Rick?
Not really. I mean, I'll still watch it.
So you're not looking forward to it, but you're interested enough to actually look at it.
Yeah.
You weren't really blown away by the last bunch of stuff that they put out, though.
No.
So you're just going.
The last one that was pretty good was The Mandalorian season 2, but that's it.
That's true.
All right. There is one. Kevin. Okay. No, that's not it. The last story before we go, if I can find it. Hope I didn't get rid of it. Yeah, I think I might have. Oh. Okay, here we go. Bear with me. For some reason, I have a ad blocker on, and it does weird stuff to this particular website. And part of the reason why I got the ad blocker was because of this particular website. Bro, it's like the amount.
Double-edged sword.
the amount of ads on some of these websites is insane. It's like I'm trying to read the article through the ads. So the ads, all of this and all of that, and it's like this little tiny of stuff of what to read. All
I
right,
watch a lot of YouTube. I was seriously considering getting YouTube Premium because the ads are just way like egregious.
well, the cool thing about the ad blocker that I have, as long as I'm on my computer, it doesn't show any ads on YouTube.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Now, there's a rumor that because they don't like that, they do weird stuff to YouTube if you have an ad blocker on, so it acts weird. I haven't really noticed that, but it's a little disconcerting. All right, but this is Kevin Feige confirms the MCU will reset after Doomsday and Secret Wars, and we'll see. I can't read it, and we'll like recast Iron Man, Captain America, that kind of thing. And truly living up to ever messy nature's comic book source material, the last Marvel Studios at okay. What the hell? The last Marvel Studios, I don't know why that's there. The Marvel Studios boss is confirmed that not only will the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe undergo a pointed reset after the events of the upcoming Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars duology, but that all the resulting recasts will make their respective debuts in the franchise upcoming X-Men entry. That's a lot. Like that if they're gonna recast all these characters, they're just gonna shove them all in the X-Men. That's a lot of people. All right, the baseball cap head of the Marvel Studios provided updated the MCU's future casting plans during a recent sit down with the press, as hosted by at Marvel's headquarters in Burbank, California. That sentence makes no sense. Per a recap of the event provided by Deadline's Anthony De Alessandro and Justin Kroll. This has been a day for Spanish last names for me. After opening assurance that the studio currently has a 7-year plan, like stop with the 7-year plans, man. Just make good movies. That's kind of how they started. They started with just making interesting movies, and then it turned into the MCU. So I don't like they forgot that, which is weird. For its films and television shows, I think it goes to 2032. It's on magnets. It can be moved around. Feige was eventually pressed on whether or not said plan includes recasting any of the canonically dead or old head Avengers like Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, T'Challa, and Thor. In turn, the producer offered an answer that essentially boiled down to yes for everyone except the God of Thunder. That's good for Chris Hemsworth. With Downey Jr. now playing Dr. Doom, are there plans to recast the core Iron Man, Captain America, etc. on the big screen? Yes and no. Feige sees a star such as Chris Hemsworth still in his prime to play Thor, and even cherishes the return of the thespians, i.e. Tim Blake Nelson, Samuel Stern, and Captain America. Okay. I don't know who that is because that movie is memory hold for me. Who played Marvel characters years ago, but yes, in the long term, like with many other story movie franchises, Marvel classic superheroes will get new faces. Feige also noted that Earth's mightiest successors would not make their responsive debuts in their own solo projects, but instead confirmed that X-Men is where that will happen. What the hell? Ostensibly, reference to the upcoming film is set to be directed by Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier. That doesn't fill me with confidence. As to how these professors would be introduced in MCU, Feige confirmed that Marvel Studios was intended to follow the footsteps of Secret Wars source material and using their upcoming cinematic crossover to reset singular timelines ahead of some level of franchise reboot. Notably, Feige's confirmation comes following roughly 2 years of circulating rumors regarding a possible MCU reboot, which kicked off in late 2023 when a quartet of scoopers, these folks, All reported hearing that the film essentially meant to send off the original MCU, and the last furthering asserting that Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow in particular will be getting new castings. Until now, the only official discussion regarding a possible franchise reset came earlier this year when pressed on the subject. Head of streaming. Okay. You're gonna have to ask Kevin about the features. I'm on the TV side, but we do navigate the same waters and live in the same universe. I'm a comic fan. I've read comics since I was 12 years old, and I've seen what happens in comic companies when things get done, get full reboots. And the truth is, every time there's been a full reboot at Marvel or DC in particular, he laughs. It always feels like you can't really fully reboot anything. The classics always come back around. It's a very difficult thing to do. A living, breathing fictional universe just to just start from scratch because all of the fan investment and love for the stories have come thus far. So, opinions?
I think it's much needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ricky?
I mean, they got to do major changes for this.
Well, remember, all right, I explained like the Secret Wars thing that I don't even know how the hell they're going to do it. Like, there's so much crap that you need to explain. I don't know how you do that in 2 movies.
Shortcuts.
Bro, you
just cut corners. That's it.
Bro, okay. The reason Secret Wars worked, the first one and the second one is because the people who read it understood the history of the Marvel universe. So you didn't have to explain who none of these people are. There's so many people that's involved in these stories. I really don't. That's why I'm curious as hell to see how this works out, because I don't even know how the hell they're gonna do this. I get what they want to do. It's like a reboot, and I think they're just overcomplicating this. Like with James Bond. Do we explain why James Bond looks different? No. He just, hey, we got a new James Bond. That's it.
You know, they're making it like a big momentous occasion.
Like, James Bond has been a brunette for what, 60 years, and all of a sudden he was a blonde.
No one cried foul.
It's like, well, they cried a little bit. It was like, why?
They cried a little bit.
Yeah, like, why is James Bond looking blonde? And like, oh, okay. Yeah. Then he's James Bond is a blonde for 5 movies. And then whenever they recast him again, maybe he'll be brunette, or hell, maybe he'll be a person of color. Will they explain that? No. It's just what he looks like now. So they could have just recast T'Challa. Like, people would have been like, okay, let's see how this goes. And if the story was good, nobody wouldn't have gave a shit. So I have no idea, man. You got any 2 cents to add there, Rick?
Not really, but I'm gonna go check out Fantastic Four.
Okay. Well, supposedly there's like a thing where somehow he's gonna be the leader of the Avengers. I don't know how that happens, how that works. Reed Richards has never been the leader of the Avengers. I think
you mentioned that last time, I think, right?
Yeah, I think he was on the team. I think, but this dude, there's so much freaking comics, so it's kind of hard to remember like who.
Well,
was
those are
on
just
what.
rumors.
Well, I think they're
the same thing like Fantastic Four. They sell a lot of stuff, and then there are a lot of people that they like it.
Well, to be honest, the people who are spreading the rumors were the actual cast. So
yeah,
it's a little different.
I mean, if Critical Drinkers sells pretty good, so that tells you a lot.
Yeah, I'll find out for myself at some point. So, I mean, it doesn't make me more or less like I was gonna go see it anyway, so it doesn't make me more or less freaking excited. Just like, okay, sounds like it may not be terrible.
You want to go see the Thunderbolts?
Yeah, I did see that.
Then you say you were surprised.
that it didn't suck as badly. It sucked, but it didn't suck as badly as I thought it was going to suck.
That's our standard.
It's a high bar.
What a time to be alive.
Maybe,
Yeah,
or
it didn't.
unless you have a high bar. Like, what type of movie do you want?
To be honest, it's like, all right, so, and I think I told you this at work, where because I watched Sinners had me actually reappreciating the Superman movie. Wow, I am over James Gunn humor, and the movie was far too much James Gunn humor. I did like there was a lot of like, really, okay, stuff in it, but I actually like him as Superman. I like the person who played Lois Lane. I like the person who played Jimmy. I like Mr. Terrific. I even like Guy Gardner. Hawk Girl was just, I don't know what the hell that was. Every time she flew around, she just yelled like a hawk. That's very irritating. But the individual casting was fine. I would appreciate another movie with these people in it that was written by somebody else. There was a little bit too like Lex Luthor was fine. Just the fact that they was able to hack into a Kryptonian computer, and like Krypton is like thousands and thousands of years advanced in technology. Like, really? I'm like, okay. You got into the fortress just by walking up. Like, okay, really? So Superman don't put no kind of security. Fine. So it's just a lot of that. But in terms of the individual, yeah, like I said, I like Mr. Terrific. He was a great Superman. Looked the part, the whole thing. And it's like, as stupid as Jurassic Park was, it's a movie about freaking dinosaurs. So I wasn't looking for thespians.
Yeah, that's what I told you, man. Those movies are not made for us. As much you want to bitch about and everything, those movies are not made for us, dude. This is for the new generation.
But it can still be good. Like, it doesn't have to.
Bro, you still gotta like make sense.
It's called dinosaurs. That's why it's called Dinosaurs. Jurassic Park. It's for the little kids. The little kids not really. The little kid not gonna be paying attention. Oh, why? I don't know how that's possible. It's just for the kids,
bro. Their family survived in being on this dangerous island with no nothing, no water, no food, nothing. It's like, and they're just drinking the water. I'm thirsty. And like, you have no idea what's in the water, and it's like there's no such thing as Montezuma's Revenge, which is not that far from America. By drinking the water, not too far from here. They just have stuff in there that, depending on where you're from, your body can't handle it. So everyone just nonchalantly just drinking water. I don't know where to get the food from.
I don't remember that scene, dude.
No, like there's a scene of somebody.
I forgot about.
Yeah, there's a scene of the dude drinking water, right? But the family has no actual means to they don't have water bottles, they don't have food, they have anything. So the only way they can actually get water is to lean their head into the water and drink it, because you kind of need water. Otherwise, you'll die. They are floating around on a Tyrannosaurus Rex proof, rubber raft. I'm like, you need to make everything on this island that. So it's just a lot of stuff like that. It was kind of like, okay. Like, whatever. So it's a pretty good chance it may make $1 billion or get close to it.
Don't worry, there'll be another movie, Jurassic Park.
Oh, dude, it made a lot of money, of course. They already greenlit the second one, like a sequel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And then you're gonna get another Michael Bay Transformers. with giant friggin' metal balls for robots.
I'll still watch that.
And the black one talks in street slang for some reason and break dances. That was hilarious. I would do it. I was sitting there looking at it like, wow. Do you remember it was a first one? It was Jazz.
Yeah.
He kept breakdancing, and it's like everything he said was like street slang. It's like, why the hell is he? Like, why is he talking like that? I'm like, oh, okay, he's the black one. I'm like, okay. Then the second one rolls around with the two twins with gold teeth, like Tifus. Gold, like a transformer with gold teeth. Like, luckily, I'm not offended very easily. So I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? But I ain't gonna lie though. I watched The Intern like yesterday. I do miss movies where it was just like stuff like that. It was just hour and a half, nothing serious. Had a nice little story that ended in a happy ending. Just like, all right, have you either one of you guys seen Sinners?
I've seen Sinners.
What about
Nah.
you, Wiggy? You should check it out. It's good. And actually has a happy ending, which I was surprised at.
What is it about?
No, it's vampires.
Mm.
No, dude, yeah, it's actually good.
It's good, yeah.
There's no like it's based in the 1930s, and previous movies that are based in the 1930s, you get smacked over the head about how it's the 1930s. This one is just background. It's just 1930s. So people act like they do because it's the 1930s. That's it. So there's no overhanded message stuff. It's just the reality of the time period. That's about it. So nothing hitting you over the head with the message. Nice little action scenes. There's parts in it where people feel the way about it in terms of like the Chinese character, what she does. I'm like, I can see why she did it, and it didn't really bother me that much. But yeah, pretty good. And I would like more of that. Something that I actually enjoy that people that gets good word of mouth. But that's my 2 cents. All right, so let's end this thing out. Any you guys have anything to add?
Nah.
Nothing. Just gonna watch the rest of Fantastic Four.
All right, do not spoil anything for me. I'm trying to avoid that, given I won't be able to see it for at least a week. And probably somewhere in the middle of next week, people will stop really talking about it so I can avoid the spoilers. Oh, all right. So on that note, on behalf of myself and my two compatriots here, no more of me trying to mispronounce Spanish names. And so we're out.
See ya.
Later.
Peace.